You know those moments when someone keeps disrespecting you. Not loudly, not aggressively, but just enough to ruin your peace. And you think, if I argue, I'll look like the problem. If I stay quiet, I'll keep suffering. This is one of those stories. No shouting, no threats, no fights, just soil, water, and a little patience. Because sometimes, you don't need to fight your neighbor. Sometimes, mud does it for you. I live in a quiet neighborhood. The kind of place where mornings start slow. Birds, sunlight, the smell of wet earth after watering plants. I take pride in my small garden. Nothing fancy, just flowers, a few plants, neatly arranged soil. It was my peaceful corner. My routine, my therapy. Then she moved in next door. She had a big dog. Strong, energetic, the kind that needs discipline. Every morning, without fail, she'd let the dog loose near my side of the fence. No leash, no supervision. At first, I didn't think much of it. A little soil scattered here. A bent plant there. I told myself, maybe it's street dogs. Maybe kids running through. I fixed the plants, cleaned the soil, moved on. But the damage kept happening. Day after day. Flowers uprooted. Freshly arranged soil dug out like it meant nothing. That quiet peace I loved. Slowly getting replaced with frustration. One morning, I finally saw it. Her dog, right there. Digging into my plants like it was a playground. And she was standing just a few steps away. On her phone, laughing, scrolling, not stopping it, not even pretending to care. That's when it clicked. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't ignorance. This was disrespect disguised as normal behavior. So I did the reasonable thing. I walked over. I stayed calm. I was polite. I said, "Hey, your dog is damaging my plants. Could you please keep it away from this side?" She looked at me, smiled, and said, "Dogs do these things." Then she laughed. Not loudly, not aggressively, just enough to sting. That laugh said everything. Your problem, not mine. The next day, nothing changed. I added a small fence. Replanted everything carefully. And still, somehow, her dog found its way back. And she never stopped it. That's when I realized, talking wasn't working. I stood in my garden one evening, looking at the damage again. And I felt something shift. Not anger, not rage, just clarity. I understood something important. If I kept arguing, I'd become the difficult neighbor. If I stayed silent, I'd keep losing what I cared about. So I asked myself a different question. What do I control? I couldn't control her behavior. I couldn't control her dog. But I could control my soil. And that's when the idea came. Simple, harmless, natural. I stopped complaining. I stopped explaining. I started wait. Every morning, earlier than usual, I watered my plants. Not just a little, extra water. Slow, steady, generous watering. Especially near the fence. The soil absorbed it, held it. By the time the sun rose, the ground looked normal. But underneath, soft, heavy, unstable, mud. Not a trap, not a plan against anyone. Just wet earth. I went about my day like nothing had changed. No words, no warning, just patience. A few days later, right on schedule, her dog came back. Same routine, same carelessness. But this time, the ground answered first. The dog ran toward my side of the fence. Started digging. Then, slip. Its paws lost grip. Mud splashed everywhere. The dog fell, rolled, tried to stand. Now fully covered. Brown, wet, messy. The woman froze. Her phone dropped from her ear. She rushed over, panicking. The dog ran back to her, shaking mud onto her clothes, her floor, her walls. She looked furious, embarrassed, humiliated. She had to clean the dog, clean her house, clean herself. And the best part, I didn't say a word. This didn't happen just once. It happened again, and again. Each time, more frustration, less laughter. Finally, one morning, she stopped. The dog never came near my side again. My plants grew back, stronger, healthier, and her laughter, gone. I didn't win by shouting. I didn't win by fighting. I didn't even win by planning revenge. I just let natural consequences do the talking. Sometimes karma doesn't need drama. Sometimes it just needs weight. If this story made you smile, or reminded you that quiet justice hits harder than loud arguments, smash that like button. Drop a comment and tell us, what's the calmest, smartest revenge you've ever seen? And if you enjoy real stories where patience wins, subscribe for more satisfying karma. Because not all battles are fought with words. Some are won with mud.